These people, they have no knowledge about governance. Jimmy. They have no knowledge about governance. Jimmy. Anything I make catch no. Catholic Church for, we want you people to come back with a press conference. Na monche what galamsey money looks like. Na yeso ye mwa na galamsey sika no. Omo de beto offering and say omo be donate ma asori na. Yetumi aka say yempe. Ye pese yesra mo. Mon release statement na monche sibia galamsey sika tie. Hey, Roman vo. Mun de sia de mutumi bompa ya hu bebi a sibia galamsey sika tie. Mun sibia galamsey sika tie. Ghana pa. It didn't quite say but it's all good. We will get to that point where we will all understand what is happening. Now, John Dramani Mahama Akasa, and it's a very important issue I was here discussing in Bray. And John Mahama making an emphatic statement. I mean, who's Nkofobi edit John Mahama, but I was say a kind of seven baby a cinnamon for whom no creno any adia John Mahama can. John Mahama say Bawumia is complicit in the PDS scandal. He will be investigated. Mahamudu Bawumia said, Dr. Map, John Dramani Mahama say, Mahamudu Bawumia about PDS chronoa, ema America forecast say Ghana bo America chrono, into PDS ikano omaji every ensem or say, eya Mahamudu Bawumia oka akronfo no ho, say onya tumia or the Bawumia be jina court busan questions. Hey. Sirem jata. Gonja Jatana Kasa. John Dramani Mahama say, or catch Ghana for say, PDS na ekufu ade na busuafo ene Bawumia mu shechira omotam Ghana sika di ye. Why no ho say PDS na onim hu bi no, or say or catch Ghana for say to me be kan nsa. PDS no onim or you sure from the evidence, Bawumia is part of the PDS scandal, and that he will investigate Mahamudu Bawumia. So Bawumia waji so. And what Mahama said, is straight and emphatic. All right, my mention, dear call. Jam. Now, ya say asama John Mahama kano. Nokre wom anase nokre nim. Messiah, do you have a video for me? The PDS one. All right.
In 2016, the MPP went hard on corruption. They hit hard the NDC, and many comprehend it affected their fortune. The president campaigned on corruption using the principle of anas. Questions have been emerged on commitment in the fight against corruption as Ghana's ranking on the index has fallen a record low. John Mahama canvassing for votes in the eastern region will not hold back on what he described as Dr. Bawumia necked in corruption.
Na Bawumia kasa PDS scandal ebaye America for my $190 million. Si enfantuto meter embobo eden bia wo Ghana ha. Nensiesie ye kan ni asem. Ye say wa obeba be ye say adwuma no fa bank guarantee ba. Bawumia kasa etro say yes some bank guarantee enya no insurance guarantee. Yan kasa yete recording Agabioche da kon any president Nua Bomti omo kasa woso send ebe ya ombeche sanfa so no ye nyina yete ye enso hwe nsi ye enso media maka sa PDS asem no se nyame adom minim so obe ya adom so na NDC ba ye be hwehwem.
There's a further commitment from John Mahama.
NDC ba yaka say ye benya chief justice na wate court a year auditor general court. Inti wa wo de usabeka Ghana for sika bia ye de obeka ko gina sa court no.
On the third day of his campaign in the eastern region, John Mahama campaigned in the New Job in North, Ebuakwa North, Fantiakwa North and South, Etiwa West and East. The former national chairman, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, says
this is what John Mahama can say. PDS no Mahamudu Bawumia no ka committee no ho. Bank guarantee and insurance guarantee. Bawumia chair committee mo dane no. Evidence wo ho into one there. Se tumi behye ne nsa a onyankopon nim se tumi ba behye ne nsa a ye nyina bebɔ mpa yegu so no Mahamudu Bawumia beyi ano PDS no Mahamudu Bawumia oye kromfo a ɔka ho a ɔmo $190 million into ɔka kyerɛ Bawumia ɔka kyerɛ ne se onya tumi a PDS no ɔde ne beginem ama na beyi ne ho ano na obi bɛka John Mahama nsɛm ɔka ne nyina so ma menkyerɛw the fact na John Mahama ka no ne ati krom ha na PDS issue baaye na PDS issue baaye no satan nipa na ɔyɛ energy minister Peter Mewu oba TV so bɛka kyerɛ Ghana for say PDS no presented forged document for takeover of ECG Amewu bɛka kyerɛ ye ɛka kyerɛ wiase nyina sɛ ampa PDS no ɔmo ana ɔmo teso mpanifo no ɔmo forged document ɛna ɔmo di saa sika no ma PDS for enti Amewu kura na ɔyɛ energy minister no ɔka kyerɛ Ghana for say loot and share no Bawumia na ɔka PDS no ɔmo ka ho no ɔmo di sika no Amewu na ɔyɛ sector minister no a ɔyɛ MPP minister from Ekufuado aban mu no ɔno di sika no bi no ɛna yafe ye interview na ne ho kyerɛ no ɔse an ade ne de na fraud wom yɛka sɛ fraud wom a na sɛ nipa bi adi sika na efiri he na ba he wana mo na na ɛwɔ tumi a ɛyɛ PDS ade no ɔmo di sika no enti ye interview Amewu no asɛm a Peter Amewu ebie na no kaayɛ ɛwɔ PDS me kyerɛw sɛ Mahama asɛm na ɔka no ɔwɔ nyinasoɔ enti Bawumia no nam no ɔyɛ jail candidate ɔyɛ kromfo until be prove no say onya kromfo no say Mahama wini power Bawumia be ko jail sa immunity na cover Ekufuado no ebi cover Bawumia wo sa immunity na Ekufuado wo no Mahamudu Bawumia oni bio enu ntina ne wabɔ dam na ɔyɛ campaign ɔpɛtumi no enu ntina nde ɔpɛsɛ okunipa enya tumi no because onim say wanhwe ya he will be the first vice president to go to jail in our history. This is what Peter Amewu said.
It's pretty interesting to hear the word fraud in such a big contract like this, a contract that involves over $500 million of the American state government's money to Ghana. Now, some have questioned the due diligence that went into this contract. You think they have a case?
Oh, yes, of course. Don't forget, and it's the due diligence that have established this by government. The due diligence is an ongoing process. Don't forget there are conditions subsequent and condition precedent to this contract. And so the due diligence process is an ongoing process, and that is where we have been able to establish this element of fraud, of course, which is we have been able to establish this element of fraud, of course, which is yet to be validated. But whilst we wait for the validation process, government have taken this action to secure the assets. Yeah. We have been able to establish this element of fraud, of course, which is yet to.
Bawumia no is sector minister, energy minister then, or say yes, they have been able to establish, say, PDS adi a fraud. A chrono, yetna kromha and the Ekufuado yampanishi will be a PDS. Yetna ha extra Ghana for an audio and a John Mahama can once more stage and say, yeti audio, Gabi, Bumpty. Any ayensu na PDS wo ene media no omo che den ye sika no on audio on telephone conversation ema ye bochre Ghana nyina ebesi ne Gabi ne nam Ghana ayensu ne nam Ghana Bamti Ekufuado nua no ono so ne nam Ghana. All these people worked with $190 million and over. Yawo audio na John Mahama ejina so aka asem na oka ye no.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
At all.
Yes, sir. Gabi, see, we've gone, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so. I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on.
Okay, if that's your final position, then we have to let the others go and respect the sound of what we need for.
Okay, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
At all.
Yes, sir. Gabi, see, we've gone, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on.
Okay, if that's your final position, then we have to let the others know and spread the sound of moving forward.
Okay, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
This is the audio John Mahama is talking about. Gabi Ochredakun, Bam Tiekufu Adunia, any Ayensu oye Gabi Adamfo. They were discussing. Now, baby, in common ye hupano. Gabi Ekacha Ayensu said into he's not going to come below 40. And Ayensu said, no. Remember, Gabi Alesika we isika kitwa, maybe less than 40%. And a Bam Tibe Muka say, if that is your stand, then I'll let the others know. Who are the others? The last person who spoke, and if the bumpty, or say, if that is where you stand, you don't want to change your mind, then I will let the others know. Who are the others? Because Gabi was on the phone, Ayensu was on the phone. So who are the others? Bumpty, or then the running a year Ekufuado, criminal entity, say, we will let the others know. Who are the others? It means Bumpty is going back to talk to the others. And who are the others? Because in the MPP, I don't think Bumpty works for anybody in the MPP. Bumpty takes instructions from anybody in the MPP except Ekufuado. So who are the others? It's Ekufuado, Bawumia, and the rest. And it's John Mahama say, Mon kanche Bawumia say PDS no krampo no. Meetings call so chere say wo Bawumia, wo tena committee so tena meeting so e dane document. Only investigations we no omu said yen PDS no Bawumia was in charge of forging the document and it's na brofo no je $190 million in free ensem because there was even a WhatsApp chat. The same WhatsApp chat, we are the people who showed you guys on TV for the first time. Na Gabi ati eye WhatsApp group amo discuss PDS waso. Gabi Ochredakun on na admin. Ene ye wo de eye Bamban today ampa ono so nenam Ghana Edward Ekufuado Bamti Ekufuado nua panyini no ne nua no sa ne frɛ no Gabi Ochredakun Kwame Ofosu Bamfo seconds ye wo Narendra Swarai and Philip Ayensu. These were the people representing on the PDS WhatsApp group your friend Thriller in Manila. Gabi Nana administrator. Sa conversation we no mo have ye na omo ntumi an conclude ya omo schedule sa telephone conversation no. It is already a WhatsApp chat conversation now. You will see, say, Gabi Ekacha Philip said, Philip, the structure won't work if you don't incorporate an SPV, special purpose vehicle. They are creating some company to put there, say, I'm going to drive this deal, no, any friend is SPV. Gabi called him, no, this is the chat. I say, I do not understand why we are fighting over this. They were fighting over the money. The money. The money under the table. They were fighting over the money on WhatsApp. $190 million. Bawumia and the rest were included. And it's the John Mahama catch him. Someone can't Bawumia say PDS no or no krano, you better tuna no. We need to investigate Bawumia because he was part of the PDS scandal. Now, Gabi Kodeni was said the objection to this is totally surprising and frankly unhelpful. Na Ayensu twitwe twase. Sikani chenum no Ayensu ya no ho se mentiase or ye no ho ma mi odende. And Gabi say ade we kwada mentiase. Ye di ya bokro no ache. E den na we beto ho a wa ma woto aye dindindi gotum. Go wotunum gum na ye nche sika no. Mote Ghana na mo bre no. PDS buy na omutam of $500 million sadie a yekobo bi tuo e won kranza osenzima no na nkofo eti WhatsApp so che musika kwasiafo esa munsanfa tumi mo mo mechiraw adekudenti John Mahama say Bawumia will be investigated because PDS no na ne ho bom be chiraw Bawumia part no ma me din kan chiraw skeletal Gabi Ochredakun part no and Gabi say I think we should all meet tonight. Sa meeting no audio na me bochire wona na ono Bumpty ɛne deɛ ayensu edi nkɔmɔ a Bumpty Car say, then he has to talk to the others. The question is, who are the others? Gabi called him or say, I think we should all meet tonight. I am suggesting 7 p.m. Are we working for the Filipinos or to ensure that the real intent behind the president's push for 51% local ownership is realized? It is not done for the optics. Or see, and then a year queen. Or see, you said, the president also pay 51% at local companies. Remember, companies now mobile together now. Omo be 5. Omo from PDS, seconds, Bumpty, Sanko for no company. Omo kambo ma be friend PDS. If the president nika say or pay 51% ama government companies or ama local companies or pay 51% ama ne busia for companies. And then omo TV omo friend special purpose vehicle. Into almost companies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal carbon a consortium. Normal to redeem PDS. Almost where the Ghanaian companies. Obekona Bumpty dia, seconds dia. Obekona Narinda Sarai. Obekona garbage room. And hona omoche omoko hontokwano. These are thieves. These are dirty. These are dirty people. Omo Malaysia nke ku omo nyina omo nim nyansa. Now oko Gabi statement na. I say we must meet on the structure and on financing. Gabi Ochidako only portfolio on your finance minister, on your government appointee, on your energy minister. But in a conversation, Gabi said we all have to meet and do what? And have a conversation, structure and financing. Hey, Gabi Otisa woneme. Kwame Kwachi a wote tafo. Wo Kwame Amponsemu a wote ede nyanyereso. Wo antipokuya wote ede fa body to chok. And so Gabi to WhatsApp so all day all discusses structure and financing capacity being because he's related to Ekufuado. Because the PDS deal no e omwane cookie no chase kano. Okwasiawa or say we also need full transparency going forward and to control the drafting of the shareholders agreement with Miracle. Miracle for no omunana eye ayensunko for no omno Filipinos no. Inti Gabi say ye ko yenim no I will say you to me draft agreement no ye na say a true contract no na Gabi catch you say mumye nya abotre na ye ne true contract ne magana fo so be atie now ma menkyerɛ obebi a John Mahama ejina so aka kyerɛ m say Mahamudu Bawumia PDS no ogiremu pampe now say uko PDS issue no mu ye pa na unya abotre now, Mahamudu Bawumia a very significant role when it comes to PDS. Role now play, a very significant and important because without Bawumia's role in PDS, bank guarantee and insurance guarantee, se sign your mano, se anye that deal would have never come through, and I said would have never gone through. Inti the bank guarantee the insurance guarantee se Bawumia and fan kan danena anka PDS deal nken kom. Anka NC if you send a PDS company no omu ni eye krata e kire se sika na omu de ba no sebio eye sika bia eye sika in fact bank bi ejina omu chi se ampa eye sika da ho enso Bawumia ka se PDS no sa group na Gabi ni Ekufuado ene ayensu ni Bawumia mo tse ye no company no bo ni din PDS no na Bawumia nim se sa company no sika na omu de ba support ECG abe ni PDS ama edwuma na koso no na Bawumia nim se company ni sika da ho enti meeting mu no Bawumia eye chief of staff Fremont Pare sankofo we nyina tena meeting no eno mu bu wo mani gu eye sa process no so because sa process no senka Bawumia mbu ne ngusu a anka PDS sika o mo fa dwane ye nka o ntumi fa dwane enti e ka nipa o ma PDS deal no e call through a Mahamudu Bawumia na tena meeting mu. Now, the Americans, America for because all PDS, deal na American government, and Omoma Ghana are buying sika say, Yangi sika we ni fan she, ye nyinem kania, yan fan swas in engine and aso. Inti sika de ma no, na American taxpayer to send me, sika ye tietia taxes no, and almost Ghana, mon fan bo edien, munyem kania ho buying. Remember, sa PDS deal we. Time and John Mahama was so atamos was no be problem BNC. America for no end detective fraud. It is only under Ekufuado and Bawumia, Gabi, Bumpty, And America forecast say we need to bring in an international investigative or international financial institution. A bit to me, I thorough investigations. Actually, the air corporate PDS into the American government, they actually contracted a private company. Say, omunye serious investigations. PDS normal for reporting them romo. Reporting as a company where your friend FTI, a consulting firm. It is a global business advisory firm that specializes in providing expert advisory service to help organizations navigate complex challenges and opportunities. Here are some key points about FTI Consulting. So what they do is, was founded in 1982, headquarters in Washington, D.C., employees over 3,000, services, corporate finance and restructuring, economic consulting, forensic and litigation consulting, strategic communication and technology. So this is their expertise. And America, Fonica say, we want you, FTI, to go into this, do the investigations from the bottom for us to know what actually transpired. I'm a detective, say PDS way, fraud womb. In Tinkofonadi report by this is some part of the reporter. Actually clearly said Mahamudu Bawumia is neck deep, is deeply involved in the PDS scandal. And it's a John catch Ghana for say, Bawumia is 100% guilty when it comes to PDS. Into our culture, say, Nyame Buana to me bekanin sa ono Bawumia, he is somebody who will be investigated into Onghen Huyi. This is the document. Monshe, this is Mr. P. Guys, stay with me. The FTI document in here. Now, you read the document and heard you see. This is a year. The report no much let me enlarge it a little bit. Mami reading show. Now, report this is what they said. I'm gonna say the meeting at the Jubilee House was chaired by His Excellency the Vice President, where FTI for report on the Americans now omujina so as a fraud. Ya bokro no ye yufo aban we nye almost stop PDS. Now this is the report. This is the forensic investigation report. FTI for reporting. If you want to go look for it, go online. It is there and read everything. You will see the role Mahamudu Bawumia played in the PDS scandal. Oh, you read. And then I'm say the most corrupt politician in the history of Ghana, Bawumia. By you people, why not so Jimmy Bawumia? Or oh, dangerous. Now, report in the Senate, or say, and I quote, the meeting at the Jubilee House was chaired by His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Others at the meeting include the Chief of Staff, Honorable Minister for Finance. So the Chief of Staff was there, Ken Oforiatta was there, 2 Deputy Ministers of Energy, they were there, MIDA Board Chair and CEO, ECG Board Chair, Kelly Kajepo, he was also there, and MD, and ECG Board Chair and MD. At the end of the discussion, MIDA was instructed to authorize PDS to issue insurance guarantee. Meeting now, FTI for your investigations in the area. Say at the meeting, nipa na owo meeting asia oye penyini wom no na Bawumia. Na den Kelly Kajepo enso te wobi ECG Board Chair. Na den Energy Minister ewo hobi. Na frema operate meeting nim wo Jubilee House. Sa meeting nim na Bawumia eka say what we call insurance guarantee, even though PDS have not proven say the insurance guarantee, they have passed that test, Bawumia chair sa meeting can say they should overlook it and let it pass. It will be Bawumia the active role he played. He was the vice president. He chaired that meeting. He gave them the green light to say, even though PDS, which are 5 Ghanaian companies, Bawumia said, even though they don't have the necessary documents, they should let it go. Yeah, can't obi our cause financial loss to the state. Mahamudu Bawumia, wait. Oh yeah, Rio. Now, this is what the story says. Thus, the meeting on February 19, chaired by Vice President Bawumia, was convened mainly to change the requirement of the demand guarantee from a letter of credit from a bank to a demand guarantee for an insurance company, even though this was a clear breach of what Parliament had approved under CP 24 and 31 of the ECG concession agreement, and all because the powers that be wanted PDS to get ECG deal at all costs. So in the report, it clearly states, say, Mahamudu Bawumia, he basically chaired that meeting that gave green light to PDS to steal the money. Now, when you go ahead and you read the other part of the report, FTI reveals that on February 19, 2019, a high-level meeting at the Jubilee House considered the structure of the demand guarantee for lease payment securities and BSA payment securities proposed by PDS in place of a bank guarantee or letter of credit. So all these meetings that gave PDS the green light without, at the end of the day, without them providing the necessary document to meet what the contract demanded, Mahamudu Bawumia chaired the meeting at the Jubilee House and told them, say, they have seen all these mistakes, but still, PDS should still go ahead for this deal to happen. Inti Sausha clearly, Mahamudu Bawumia and give us a green light because on the chair sa meeting in Frema pare not to be. Now, say that accepted a structure principle and charged the stakeholders to work with PDS. Now, I'm taking from the top. This meeting, built on the earlier meeting of the MIDA board, January 4, 2019, that accepted a structure in principle and charged the stakeholders to work with PDS and their bankers to agree on the text and demand guarantees. Thereafter, the guarantees were drafted by MIDA's advisors and agreed by the Carl Bank and PDS. At the meeting, they all knew, Bawumia knew, that PDS had not met the terms and conditions of the deal. But Bawumia said, still, PDS, which belongs to Kufuor and his family, they should still get the deal. Yekase Obia caused financial loss to the state, $190 million. Who? It is Bawumia. He chaired all these meetings. Now, when you read, now, so kind a year, Mrs. It is a study all that I've read. Clearly, the FTI report, after their investigations, and from the beginning of the whole PDS deal, the US wanted bank guarantee, but Bawumia changed the bank guarantee into insurance guarantee. Mahamudu Bawumia chaired the meeting. US from this economy, they gave us clear instructions. We should only take bank guarantee. But Mahamudu Bawumia, because he knew about this deal, because Fremont Paritu is part of the deal, because Gabi Mbamti, Ekufuado was the man who was the leader of PDS, Mahamudu Bawumia, instead of insisting, said the US needed bank guarantee, he told MIDA, which was the representative of the US government in Ghana, say they should change the bank guarantee into insurance guarantee. So Bawumia committed an illegality. Mahamudu Bawumia deliberately committed an illegality and then the cover PDS kaneba yellow. And no, in America for no who say we have committed some crazy fraud. Bawumia and it's not John Mahama catch Bawumia say PDS your actions and inactions and the map PDS about where crom for. So now I'm sure I did. Now when you read the FTI report,